Today I'm going to try and set up in the next 3 hours until 10 PM a skeleton faction. So to start with, we've got sort of the beginning of this where we've got these lineup of character names here. So I'll just put this over to the side and start setting it up. So just going to move this around. So we've got the runner, and that's going to be one of these two sort of basic guys. So these are, I'm sort of like setting up candidates for which meshes I'm going to try and use. We've got the bomber. So that character is I actually forget what item has he got. He's got the explosive barrel. Okay, so we'll call this the barrel bomber. Might use this guy for that. The fighter is obviously going to be this guy. This is definitely the ranger. Might have two fighters here. So just drag this over. We've got the fighter. We've got a necromancer. So I actually saw a character in my library that was called Witch or something. Witch character. Yeah, so she looks pretty weird. Oh, this could be pretty cool. An attachment. It's very like Warhammer. Yeah, so we'll go for that for the necromancer. Alright, and then we've got a mage. I actually already set up the mage. So we've got this character over here for the mage. Yeah, this mage is pretty fun. So one of the things I'm going to need to do is replace all the sounds that they have. Cool. So where was I? Alright, so yeah, we've already got our mage. We'll look at the brute here. Spin to win. Yeah, we'll go with this character here. So we've got the brute. Who else have we got here? So we already said thrower. So we'll go. We've got to decide what they're throwing as well. I don't know. Oh, so this is the ranger. Then we got the Skeleton King. Yeah, we'll go for this guy for the Skeleton King. Actually, he could be a good necromancer. We'll keep it more in line, like... I mean, it's kind of cool that the necromancer is this, like, human. Yeah, oh yeah, we do have our mage, which is this character. I'm just gonna... I don't know. For some reason this goes... Oh, it's because it's a marker. What I can do is just replace this with a regular guy for now. So I've got this set up pretty nicely. I just pick one from the list and just go, oh yeah, this is the mage. So it's the skeleton mage, the undead. Skeleton mage. Undead mage, there we go. It's weird that he's off center. It's like I've accidentally done something to this actor. I'm just going to look at quickly, just in case I've accidentally at some point rotated this guy by a degree. No, he's minus 90. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I should probably save that. Alright, so we've got our mage, brute, skeleton king. Is there anything that I'm missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. Thrower. I mean, so far it's been the case that, like, my thrower and my barrel bombers are, like, the same characters, so... We do have this last outstanding guy. I mean, I feel like I'm just making extra work for myself when I say there's a necromancer and a skeleton king, because, well, A, he doesn't have a crown, so just like find a crown of some kind. Guess he would just sit on top. That's kind of dumb. So maybe it's not Skeleton King, but like I say, this would make a cool necromancer, and I'm gonna go with this one for the necromancer. I'm gonna decide on another name for this one. It's like a knight. I decided on a design for him though because he's super cool. It's basically the chieftain of some kind. And then this guy, maybe he can just be an alternate of the fighter, but... Oh, maybe we'll go this way. We'll go like this. So we've got a barrel thrower, he's a guy with the red, or at least the exploder. I'm going to adorn him slightly differently. We've got a couple of different runners. They're just like your basic unit, who's really annoying. Your like exploder, which I'll rename this to exploder. And then just put everything else. What? Like this. Okay. So that's the start of our new faction lineup. So first let's get a nav mesh in here for stats. There we go. The floor is very large and casts pre-shadow. And we've got the large other actor also casts a dynamic shadow. The skeleton has a null property static mesh. Well, that's not true because he's right there. Oh, we don't know what those other errors are about. Where am I? What am I doing next? Sip of coffee. Okay, so I do have live chat in front of me now. So I should be able to see, I can see someone's in here. If someone's watching, can you like type me a message so I can see if the idea of having my mobile phone in front of me to sort of engage with chat is working? Because until now I've done like 16 live streams and I'd never, like I always catch the message late, which has always been kind of annoying. Okay, let's set up our first guy. So we open our Aelstead data table. We scroll down and we look at the runner. And a quick way of doing this, setting this up properly. Why are these already characters? That's upsetting. So we've got a polygon guy here. We'll bring this one over. We're going to set them up. Probably put the details on the far left. Yeah, we'll keep this over here. So our config for this one is the undead runner. I called him skeleton runner. I need to rename them all. I need to get rid of all of their descriptions as well. Let's just do this quickly. Undead exploder. Just a little bit of like house cleaning quickly before I really get going on producing these. So we've got the shaman, get rid of that. So actually this isn't a shaman, this is a necromancer. Yeah. Then we've got the undead mage, he's already set up, so we'll get rid of his thing. Got the undead brute. Just say berserker, spin to win. Got the undead thrower. He's come up with a new design for him, so if you have ideas, basically the thrower in the main game has a brick and they throw the brick at you. They stand still, they can't move. They just repeatedly throw like a large item at you that stuns you. So I'm thinking maybe it's like a different type of magic mage who, like, instead of throwing a physics object at you, he fires a projectile that's homing, like the other character that I just showed, who's got like a staff that shoots like a bunch of stuff. But maybe he stands still and sort of throws, you know, a coloured scully that like chases you around. A bit like the ghoul from like Mario or something. Anyway, so we'll get rid of that. Undead Ranger. And then we've got the Undead Knight, I called it in the end. Undead Knight. Which is essentially the chieftain. We'll name it properly. Undead Knight. Okay, so here what we've got now is the ability to just pick Runner right there. So currently he's the Goblin. So we go to Undead Runner and we just start changing these meshes. Didn't actually see this guy. Is there more meshes than I think there are? Who's this? Some sort of priest. Ah, I see what's going on. Okay. Well, it's this one. It's also this one. And it's also... I mean, for now, I might change this up in the future. Might have a couple of different variants. Okay. So now these are like characters that are going to be able to like run at me. I did forget that this mage is actually active, so maybe we should deactivate this guy because he is pretty powerful. I'm just gonna empty his config. Oh, he's just gonna become a different character. I don't know how to disable this guy, so I guess the easiest thing to do would be to stick a brick around him. What am I going to do with the characters that I've finished? Maybe we'll just stick them right at the back. You guys who are done can stay over there. Which means I can just fight these guys. So I really want to change the voice pack. I should probably do that sooner rather than later. It's pretty cool. What's this guy doing? Are you friendly? What's your deal?
Please.
I guess I also shouldn't bleed. It's probably another thing that I should think about. Why don't you work? You're just a regular guy.
Please.
I see. You're trying to fight this guy because he's a character. And he doesn't have a team, so he thinks that... Because these are... For whatever reason, these are characters, so let's get rid of those. Now when I spawn... Okay, so that's the start. Now we've got the exploder. So we just find this, just drag it in here. We delete this guy, we move this one over. We set him to be the undead exploder. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So he's got like a little thing on his head. Do you really need the thing on your head there, sir? I'm not sure as you do need that on your head. But I do want to think about what this means. Like, what is a skeleton exploder in the grand scheme of things? And maybe there's some inspiration I can gain from just looking at the meshes that we have available. So if I just look at static meshes that are in my library, what would a skeleton exploder be about? What would his jive be? I don't know. So the story of this is that basically you start off in the medieval town and you're narco cops in a medieval city, you're guards, and you work in co-op, like with 4 mates. You run around and you basically like protect the city from this kind of uprising of gangs. And it starts off by like finding these humans that are peddling these drugs called meth, and that leads you to like these goblin camps where they're like producing all these stuffs in like vats. They've got all these like, maybe they've got all these like fairies and magic items and stuff that help them like produce this meth drug that basically puts people under their control. And then their ingredients come from these skeletons, and so when you go to the skeleton area, you're basically like destroying like swaths of like farms and things like that in these graveyards. These graveyards are abundant with some sort of magical like plants and stuff like that. Like ectoplasm maybe or something, I don't know. But between those ingredients they make this drug called meth, and you're here as narco cops like take them down. So when I think of an exploder, I've never really played the Souls games, to be honest. Probably would have been a good thing to have in my visual library. Oh, that's a cool weapon. Nature axe. Okay, well, oh, he definitely needs a flag. He's just gonna run at you. Hmm. Hey there, this thing is just so difficult to figure out the right goddamn numbers. So what I have got set up is an attachment like level. Although I failed to realise where I've actually put that attachments. Did I not save the level? Well, let's just hope that I've done a good job setting up the tool for this, because I'm about to need to use it. W underscore attachments. Would it be funny if it was just stuck through? Yeah, something like that. You see this guy running at you and you're like, oh god, he's going to explode. He needs to have torches in his hand or something. I think that will do the trick. So what we can do is we can copy this this info here and just paste it in here. And then when we move this character, it sets itself up where the previous attachment was. Okay, so that still works as intended, which is good news. Okay, so that's the runner. And his... So he has this explosive barrel. Which I want to change, basically. I want to make a new item for this guy. He's going to have a torch in either hand, but for now let's just quickly play. Yeah, so he still does his job. This guy's not doing so good. Alright. Yeah, so for this exploder, I want to give him a new weapon. It's going to be a light melee weapon. One of the characters already has this cool staff. I want it to be this torch. It's going to be a melee weapon torch exploder. And just going to open it up. Bring it in actually to my scene. Just going to change it up a bit. So firstly, the fire needs to change. The fire needs to be... Can it be this one? I want it to be green. In fact, this is too big. I don't want it. I don't want that one. I want this fire, but I want it to be green. So just pop this open, check out the color over life, go, it's this value here, and I just go, actually I want it to be green. So that looks cool, and then here it's like, no, it's like a really cool green. So that's done. It's got this kind of necro-y thing, but we can see the light that it's emanating, or emitting, sorry, is the wrong color. So just click this light. I'm just going to make this a little bit green. So at night time, that should be pretty cool. Yeah, so he's going to run at you with one of these in each hand, I hope, is my goal. So let's do that. Let's set this up. One of these in each hand. This guy is just going to run at you, just wielding two of these. So firstly, he's got this weapon. So we can go over and set that up in his hands. So you can have that now. Also, the runner is done. So, I mean, we can have a look at him one more time. I really need to change the sounds on these guys. Yeah, we got this cool. What's going on? Oh, this guy's fighting this guy. Got my cool green. Let's arrest this guy. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Anyway, these runners are good, so they can go over here with this mage that's just absolutely nutty. Still being chased by one of these. Oh no. Something's up with my... Alright. Oh. He got the better of me. Might need to change the angle with the... Anyway. Alright, so those guys are all over there. This guy... Yeah, so he runs at you. He doesn't have his hands in the air, which is totally what I want. Like, I want him to run like the Berserker Orc from Lord of the Rings, to be honest. But the first thing that I want to do is set up his secondary attachment. So event equip, when this gets equipped, add a call to the parent. And I've got a piece of code that I'm just going to steal from another class, which is called the push dagger. This melee weapon push dagger. When it, yeah, just copy like literally all this code. Bam. Okay, so I've got this. On the authority, if it's a character, spawn an attachment, which is the push dagger left. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an attachment called exploder torch, yeah, left hand. And if I open this up in the graph, we can see it's just this like little dagger here. So what we can do is we can just go to our actual melee weapon for this torch and just say, I want this, this, this. Actually, I don't need the audio because we've already got audio. I need the mesh as well. So we'll take all of that and we'll just dump it like directly into this spring arm. And I guess we don't really need the mesh, to be honest, because we've got this mesh. But this is a torch. Oh, there's a cool... There's a different torch. That's pretty cool. Maybe the torch should be different. Let's do that. That sounds like fun. I want the cool looking torch. Yeah, that's cool. Different torch. Oh, didn't like that. Hand to dagger. Oh, right, it's because it's not a variable. So let's make a variable, a hand to torch. And this is going to be the torch attachment that we made. Okay, and then also when it gets unequipped, if the hand to torch is valid, then we want to clean it up. Which is probably why the cleanup on this one isn't working. And then I just need to double check as well, because these are all the same class. I'm going to take a look at the knuckle dusters. So we've got this knuckle duster weapon, and yeah, we do clean it up, so that's cool. Face this guy the other way, and I'm going to go and stand over here and test this weapon. Yeah, so it's not the right angle. So I need to change the animation for this. But for the most part, it's working. Okay, so now if I grab this torch, okay, that's cool.
Phase.
So I'm guessing that this point light isn't green. Alright, that's the attachment done. So I guess the idea of the exploder is that when he reaches you and performs a melee attack, that you quite rightly explode because he's reached you, and then you're about to die now. Whereas at the moment, oh, leave me alone. Oh, I kicked his thing out of his hand. That's pretty funny. I want to see how he runs. That's pretty cool. Alright, so well, let's get his exploding happen. Alright, so I've got a load of content in the library for like cool effects and stuff, so let's go have a look. I've got these effects, yeah, so something like this. Can I reset that? Yeah, so that's the effect that's going to happen when he reaches you. It's this poison explosion too. Is this one just even bigger? Is it just like an ultimate mega explosion? Super green mega poison explosion extraordinary. Come on, do it. Show me what you got. Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty sick. So I could have just have him throw a big green poison barrel at you and it would have been done. But we'll actually do that for the thrower, so wherever that thrower's gone. Here, this guy, he'll throw something poisonous at you. And it will result in this glorious explosion of poison. Okay, so we're at 8 o'clock, I've got 2 more hours. We're 2 down. We're on this one, so just sort of thinking out through these guys, yeah. We might get it done. We might get the entire faction done. Okay, cool. So that is a cool explosion. So there's an ability here, melee torch. So let's go find that. GA_melee torch. We'll duplicate this into torch exploder. And we'll just make sure that we equip that here. And so this guy's going to run at me and he's going to try and do torch exploder. And if I ever pick up this weapon and use it, I'm going to explode. And so we've got this montage event here. So we'll do this. And then the idea will be on authority. We want to play some visual effects on the client. Let's make a custom event. Custom event explode. call that here. Explode. And then we'll do two things. Firstly, on the authority, we'll do the damage, and on the client side, we'll do some cosmetic events. So we'll spawn an emitter, or spawn a system, I should say. Spawn a system at the location, and it's that poison system. I actually forget which one it was. It was this one. So we'll spawn that at the avatar, or, well, I think there's an item reference inside this. Yeah. So we'll get the active location for that. We'll spawn it there. And, yeah, it'll auto-activate, auto-destroy, and all that sort of stuff. We'll also play a sound at the location. Same location. We'll just use a generic explode that we have. Whoa. Sorry, everybody. That was loud. Do I have other explode cues? Boom. Bang. Boom. Explode. Wait, what? Oh, explosion. Okay, if you're the other person... Yeah, boom! It's water zone. Boom. So, let's have a look here. I don't seem to have many sounds for... Whoa. Turns out I don't have many sounds for explosions. How about magic? Do I have magic sounds? This is the wrong type of magic sound. We need to go to the marketplace, everybody. Are you ready to witness the largest amount of assets you've ever seen in your life? So we're actually already looking at visual effects, which I have an absolute ton of, so we don't need those, we need sounds. Let's just get rid of those and just look at sound effects. Let's have a look at my sound effect library. What do we got? I can guarantee you I've bought explosion sounds in the past, but I kind of want like a magic effect sounds. Let's just look through this one by one. No. Environment sounds, footsteps, farms, blah blah, ambience, futuristic, JDM car sounds. You'll like that one. So let's have a look. What we got? Music, phobia, punch. Oh, I do have some punch sounds that might work. I can't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that I don't have magic sounds. I'm just going to go here. And like now you can see the length of my list of assets, which is just literally everything I've ever deemed any good on the marketplace. And then I can just type in magic. I'm underwhelmed. How about FX? I guess magic sounds was one of the things that I managed to buy all the magic but never bought the magic sounds, so I know what I'm getting next time I see a sale on the marketplace. But I did just realise that I have in the punch sound effects punch and fighting sounds. Yeah, these will work. Or ice. Something here is going to work for sure. Maybe the shadow. Or maybe Is it the ice? No, fire. Yeah, let's go for those. So, what I do is I go over here and I say, hey, audio, random sounds. We'll do smoke pop, but we'll do like explosion underscore poison cue. Listen to this quickly. It's kind of cool, but not as cool as the punch that I'm going to add. Punch waves. We got, it was the fire punch that we wanted. So we'll take all 5 fire punch sounds. And we just go round. We stick that in here. And now we've got something interesting to play. So that goes on here. So when this guy punches, he's just gonna do that. And then what we also have is radial damage. Apply radial damage. The base damage is just like 50, I guess. It's just like gonna kill anything in the area. It also happens at the origin of the weapon. The damage radius is like, let's just say 800 for now, and then this is going to be like lethal instant kill damage. Oh, that's non-lethal instant KO, that's completely the opposite. Lethal instant kill, cool. Does it kill the skeleton? I feel like he's probably pretty used to that kind of damage, seeing as he's wielding it. So we could have a difference from the original Exploder, who runs at you and kills himself and all goblins around him. And this guy could be like immune to that. So basically runs at you with these torches, like blows you up, turns to your friend, runs at him and blows him up. Let's try that. I apply radial damage to everything except for my owner. Which also means that the player won't take damage. So we'll do a selector here, and it's like if this thing has the tag player, then the array is empty. If the thing doesn't have the tag player, then it's the dude. The damage causer is the avatar, I believe. Get controller. So there's a function in the melee called deal damage. Oh, I've just realised I'm overriding like the wrong function here. I don't need to do any of this. It's just like deal damage. And then deal damage. Add a call to the parent function. Or like, or don't. Like, just. I mean, this is the correct way of doing this, so. And this is already happening on the right class, so when we do damage, instead of doing the damage that we would have done, which is like this point damage, we're going to do a radial damage instead. And then this will come from play hit cue, I guess. Event play hit cue. There's also a setting in here for like max hits, which is like 1. Stop tracing after first hit, yeah, so that's cool. Actually, what does max hits do? That's just like, yeah, cool. So you can multi-hit. You can multi-hit up to 2 if you want. So when you play the hit queue, which is on the client anyway, instead of doing whatever the hit queue was going to do, which is like a fleshy sound versus the Fizmat that was hit, we're just going to play the explosion. So that makes things a little bit cheaper rather than doing both, which is a good thing I looked. So now we get this explosion, 50 damage, 800 radius. Yeah, so I wanted to have a look at what in the damage function. Damage causer... Sorry, the damage causer is... Oh, look, a handy function. That's handy. Okay, so now this guy's just going to absolutely destroy me. Or so I thought.
Bees.
Clearly not. Did I forget? Oh, I did it in the wrong class again. I always do this every single time. Right, class defaults. Undo that change. Literally every time, without fail, when I'm duplicating assets, I will literally do it the wrong. I'll just do it wrong. I'll just start overwriting the original. Okay, fine. Event, damage. Apply damage. Apply damage, event. It is so frustrating making the same mistake every single time. When you're trying to go fast, it's just like, why isn't this working? And it's like, oh, it's that again. Okay. Hey, you! It came from the wrong location, so let's fix that. We want to break the hit result, and we want to play it at this location instead. So we'll just go like that. We'll do the same thing over here. Location, just go in there. Give myself a lot of life. There's a little like 0.2 second delay. Unfortunately, that was hard coded. We decided to make that a thing. So it's like he runs to his enemy, he reaches his enemy, he looks at him, he waits for up to 0.2 seconds, and then he attacks. So it's like I can't really get rid of that. Anyway, so this guy's all good. But when he runs, he gets close enough, does his telegraph move, and his telegraph is like this. The telegraph is defined in here, and it's this AI upper telegraph, which is like a 2 arms to the side, which I'm totally going to get rid of. So we're going to duplicate this, and we're going to go like AI anim set explode. Torch exploder or something. And we'll just quickly make an animation for that. So see our polygon, we'll throw this in, and for reference we've got like the orc or the Urukai Berserker. So what's your stance when you're running in, basically?
Game of helmet play create.
Nope, not that one. Must be this one. Just literally show me the scene where the guy runs in and explodes. No? Okay, not that one. Okay, well I guess they're not allowed to show it. It's kind of annoying. Well, I'm just going to make him do something. I'm clearly doing this entirely wrong, because he should, like, be rotating his arms or something, like... I love this tool so much. It's just like the most acceptable level of jank. Basically what this guy's going to do, if I save this, he's going to go, I can grab these two and key them, and then say 1 Mississippi, I guess it'll be like 1, yeah, cool, so this arm goes up while this arm goes down. That completely didn't work. Why is it not keying? Why is it not keying automatically? Playback. What's this one? There's like absolutely no movement in his arms. And it needs to be a little bit faster as well, so what you can do is you can just pull this in, just go like this, just go wah! Just runs at you. Cool, so that'll be a fun animation, I guess. So we just take that and we just bake it. We just say polygon animations, and we just say, like, I don't know, is it like, I really need a misc folder here. Misc. AS underscore wavy arms, I guess. Wavy arms. So that gets exported, and then what you can do is just get rid of this out of your scene. Can I? Oh, right, yeah, so you delete this, and then you can delete this. Oh, what? I don't need you. Go away. And now, my torch exploder can use wavy arms as his telegraph. And that anim set goes in here, exploder. And you compile that. And now we have a different telegraph animation. Why have I still got sequencer open? There we go. The little delay when he gets to you is this guy really wants to screw you up.
Let's see if you can dodge it.
Oh, he nearly got me. Oh, did I just... Yeah. It's the ultimate guarding. Just guard against explosions. I don't have anything that stops that, so... I never did code that. Alright, sip of coffee. We're there with the exploder, but I want to know where the delay comes from, so I'm just going to test out, like, BT character. I really want to change this to state tree, but what if I were to just say, don't do that? Does he then just immediately swing at me? No.
Phase.
Tell you what I can do though. I can set it up that special melee attack that I made. It's like melee exploder. You see middle? This one? Has like a 250 unit range.
Phase.
Yeah, so we should keep this. So if I had two guys, if I'm not mistaken, it didn't play the visual effects on the second client. Okay, that took us half an hour to make the exploder. I don't want to change this flag to be green. Also got some kind of like real big hitch going on. Okay, cool. Oh, I just killed myself.
Feel that one.
Yeah, the client's not triggering. You know, it kind of makes sense, because... Had I looked at that? So, only the server is playing this. I mean, it's not awesome that that is the case. So I guess what I can do instead is use the gameplay hit Q here, gameplay hit Q, and just be like, okay, gameplay hit Q. And then we've got all these things which do happen on other characters. So we'll just take like fire. We'll duplicate this into poison. I guess it's poison explosion. Then we go here and we edit this to say, okay, we've got another hit now. It's called hit P explosion. I don't really want to spell out the whole word, but we'll do it. Poison explosion. The melee attack here creates the hit type of poison explosion. Don't know why it also does gameplay. Have I done this wrong? No, it is a gameplay. Yeah, cool. Okay, right. So it's gameplay Q hit poison explosion. That's what it does. Take this. And in here, we basically just double check what we had as references. We had the poison explosion. This goes in here. We had the explosion sound that we created, which goes here. Get rid of everything else. Cool. His butt got stuck in the floor.
You got lucky with that one.
Oh, I got like 1 billion health. Okay, well, good enough. So that's the exploder. Let's close all the other tabs down. Okay, so the exploder can move off into the completed area. And we come back and we should start getting a little bit faster now because some of these are going to be easier to, like, literally all of these are going to be done in like 5 seconds. So let's just do it. So, well, actually I might be lying, but we'll see. So, hello everybody who's watching. We've got like me and 2 others. I imagine one of them is my colleague, and the other person is, you know, it might be Stuart. And so, anyway, so we're making Guards. Guards is a cool game. Go check it out on Steam. It's coming out in about a month. We're adding a faction. Well, I'm seeing if I can add a faction. It's kind of like my promise to myself. It's like, we could totally add a faction, right? I promise. So we've got the thrower. This is the thrower guy here. Currently he is these goblins. So let's bring this guy forth. You shall come over here now, and you shall be downgraded actually to a thrower who looks like a goblin. But it's okay. We'll fix that. I think it was this guy? I might be wrong. Yeah, it was this guy, except he had a helmet, right? Okay. So it's this guy, except he had a helmet, and so allow me to quickly add a helmet back to this guy, so this is models, and then it was like, I don't know. Hey, why did my music stop? I need that music to do good work. Okay, we've still got music. I can't remember where the models were. Maybe it was in props. Let's just type helmet. No, models, helmet. This one, thank you. So you just bring this in. This is how you make attachments in this game. Bring it over to this guy's head. Put it in the, basically make it look good. Put it in the position that you want it. Yeah, something like that, and then you grab this other utility tool, you say it's attached to this guy, you get the nearest socket, or you say the socket that you want, which in this case would be head socket. You copy this transform, you open up the dt_attachments, you duplicate something, you call it like undead_helmet. Paste this here, you give it the right socket, head socket, save that. Now you attach it to your thrower, so you come down here, You say, I want an attachment, please. And you say, I want the undead helmet. Save that, close, close, get rid of the original helmet, give this guy a wiggle, and bam, he's got a helmet. So that's my attachment tool. Set up different looking stuff. So he's a thrower. I realise I just closed something that I needed instead. Cool. Scroll down, we've got the thrower. He's going to throw... He has a weapon. Currently, he's going to throw a brick. I was wondering whether to make him throw something else. Obviously he should totally throw something else. It's either going to be... So what the brick used to do is stun you. Because I've already made green explosions kill you, it probably shouldn't do a green explosion. I'm going to make him throw... random parts of skeleton bodies at you, maybe? Like other remains? just let him throw remains at you. Right, cool, so let's do that. Just call this remains, I guess. Put that in the level. Let's bring this over here so we can like test it. Open this up. So yeah, this just says when it gets equipped, the person who's holding it, as long as it's an AI, can't move. Blah 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 blah. When it ends play, it does a little smoke pop, which is all still relevant. Which is why this is going to be a lot faster. And so we just go like remains. Is that going to work? No. Let's have a look at the library quickly. We go down to like. We've got some like polygon, you know, all the polygons. So let's have a look at polygon. We've got polygon, dungeons. No, we want dark fantasy. Fantasy kingdom? No. Where the hell is dark fantasy? There it is. Let's have a look at static meshes in here. There's bound to be some skeleton remains in here somewhere. So just scroll in. Oh, I could throw gravestones at you. That would be perfect. Yeah. Maybe that's better than the remains of other skeletons. Oh, he just throws skulls at you. That would also be pretty funny. Just like, stop throwing skulls at me. You have an endless... Oh, I could get rid of his head. It's like he's just constantly throwing... Rather than putting his head on. It kind of explains why he's not moving as well. Like, why aren't you moving, mate? It's like, well, I don't have a head. I can't see. It's like, yeah, well, you're picking up a skull head. Just put it on. Nope. I can't do that, boss. I've got to throw it. Yeah, and it goes back to the original, like, remains idea. So we'll get him to throw this thing at you. Except bigger would have been what I wanted to do. So let's just bring that into the scene. Let's make this a brick again. I can't remember what the original brick was. Where is the original brick? Oh, I tell you what, I'll just bring in the original brick. Brick item. Cool. So the original brick was this big. That'll do it. And then what you do is you go to modeling mode and you say bake, accept, and you go find it, you duplicate it, and you say like underscore large. You save this, go to revert the original skull back to whatever it was. So now the skull's small again. And you go to the cool thing, and you go like skull large, bam, and now we have like a slightly bigger skull, which is just like the dumbest way of doing this, but I'm not going to fix the system. Yeah, so I need to leave modeling mode. What's this? This is just a static mesh. This is a weapon for remains. Cool. So now if I pick this up, Works precisely as intended, except the animation's a bit weird. So we'll just run one guy standalone. You know what? I just realised I didn't even need to do that because there's a bloody equip transform, isn't there? Whatever. It's starting to make me think that I've got an idea. Can I please just, like, spawn where I say I am? Ah. I got rid of my cool transform that I was making. Am I allowed to poly edit what I do? No, I'm not. Apparently no. Where's the pivot options gone? This is what's going to make this guy take half an hour now. Come on. Where are you? Where the hell is the... There. Jesus, I'm blind. I think it was like... rotate it that way. Don't bait rotation, except. I felt like gravestones might have been the better idea. Well, could always just change it to a gravestone. Just be like, hey, you're a gravestone now. This guy's literally just going to throw a full-size gravestone at you. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Why is the gravestone right here? Have I changed the pivot of like all items by accident? What have I done here? Let me grab this, just get this gravestone. Right, cool. Now, if I hold this gravestone, it's just like, it's the wrong angle. So then you just go here, and you just go equip, here, and you just go equip rotation, relative rotation, and you say, I don't know, -20, I guess. Honestly, don't know half the time. So that made it look closer to my face. So let's try like -45 on this one. That looks about right. It's like, is that guy holding a gravestone? It's like, yes, he's holding a gravestone actually. It's like, a gravestone looks like it could potentially be quite painful if thrown directly at my face. Which then proceeds to happen immediately. Which we will see in a second when I actually give this weapon to the skeleton. It's just gonna... Okay. Yeah, cool weapon. I'll think about the skeleton another time. So, this is the guy, and this is his inventory. And instead of a brick, he has, well... That reminds me, what did I even call it? I called it remains. Just call it gravestone. Gravestone. Which is going to be cool because you could basically walk around. You just have a bunch of these like items around the scene, like in the graveyard, and you're just like, la 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 la. Oh, this is cool. I just throw this at. Oh, he threw it. He threw. Hey, that helmet's not moving. That looked like it wasn't attached to his head there. I just got sidetracked. I know why. I think that guy might not have... I feel like this guy might not have the correct skeleton. Ironically. Yes. Quite. He is using this guy's skeleton. I'm a bit dubious about changing that, to be honest. That could be risky. But we're gonna do it anyway. Right, so we just go here, skeleton, assign skeleton, polygon base. Say, we want you. Accept. Save. Well, now his hat's really wrong. Why is his hat all the way over there? Well, that clearly didn't work. Okay, well the other way of doing this, which is even riskier, and we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try it anyway. Is you go to this skeleton, you find this skeleton, and you say, "Hey." So I honestly can't remember how I did this originally, but we're just gonna do it this way. Asset actions, replace with, and then you just go find the skeleton that I made, or prepared, I should say. Polygon anims. You just say, we're going to use this one now. Bonk. And then it possibly crashes because I've got the asset open and it's going to try and delete it, but we'll see. Okay, well, firstly, the helmet is miles off, so let's just get that helmet back. SM_helmet is this one. Just goes over here. I'm guessing the reason it's so far off is because it was attached to the root originally, because it couldn't find head socket. Copy, attachments, data table, undead helmet. Paste that there, save. Give him, well, let's just delete that one, and then that helmet should just, ta-da! Okay, so now is time to actually give this guy his awesome weapon. So we got the thrower who launches a gravestone at your face. Gravestone at your face. Gravestone. Save. And it works. I do still need to change the sounds, but anyway, that's the thrower done. Next, we've got like the generic fighter guy, So again, let's pull. You've been promoted slightly from thrower because you can now actually move. So we're going to make you the undead fighter, who, as we have been made aware, is going to be the incorrect mesh originally, but then we're going to change that. We're going to totally fix that. I'm at 10% battery on my phone because I'm using it to read chat, although no one is chatting. How's everyone doing? How is everybody? Alright. My phone is now charging, so that's good. Okay, so we've got this... we've got the fire, and then we just need to stick some meshes in there. So it goes you, and it's you. Now my fighter looks good. Cool. Oh, my fighter also has a little attachment, which I'm just gonna remove. There we go. Yeah, so he's one of these two, and his weapon of choice is currently a club. So, what weapons? I put my cat down. Oh my word, that's not great. I feel for you. I have two cats. They love the cats. So your cat's in a cat place now with all the other cats. In like the cat afterlife. That's pretty grim though, man. Like, sorry to hear that that's happened, and I hope this row of undead skeletons. I mean, if I could make an undead cat, I would make an undead cat, and then I'd ask you what the name of that cat was. I stumbled across your channel yesterday, and it looks really good. I love this style of it. I just looked it up on Steam, and I Wishlist it. Thank you very much, dude. I really appreciate that, and I hope it brings you some joy. I hope the game, yeah, the cat friend, like, that would be an amazing idea. In honor of all cats that passed away, just a cat companion that's just skeleton cat. That'd be so cool. Anyway, yeah, cool. Thanks for wish listing, man. That's super cool. I'm really grateful that that you're interested, and I hope it brings you some joy. I hope, like, just the cathartic whacking of just enemies that run at you is I enjoy it. I'm having quite a bit of fun with it. On the topic of whacking stuff, skeletons, I feel like their weapon of choice would be, like, pretty brutal. I'm just going to take this melee weapon here and just turn... I feel like they would use, like, rusty old swords. So we'll just do, like, rusty sword. We'll pop this open, take a look at it. The undead skeletons with humorous undertone is always fun. Yeah. It's just like... I did like the idea of having a headless thrower who, like, he doesn't have a head, he just keeps throwing skeleton heads at you, and you're just like, what are you doing? Rusty sword. I wonder if there's just rusty sword. No, there isn't, of course not. Okay, sword. What sort of swords have we got here? Just taking a close look at what kinds of... So there's a lot of swords. I've got lots and lots and lots of them. And then this is all like modular parts for swords. They're all wonderful swords, but I need the right sword. I need the sword that looks like it was made for a skeleton. That one, or that one, or that one. That one's actually kind of perfect. It's literally a broken ancient sword. That one's pretty cool. That one will work. Let's scroll all the way down. This Sinti stuff is amazing. Like, if I could get paid to like promote their stuff or you know whatever, that would be, you know, what do you call it? Sponsored. Yeah, I would totally do that. Anyway, yeah, we're going with this one. This one was also pretty cool. This one is like really cool too, but I like this one the most. Bam, viewport. That is a sword. And then I keep closing my config file, Ailstead. Right. This guy now has Rusty Sword. Rusty Sword. And then I can just fight him, right? Ow. Did he drop his sword? Hey! Hey! Cease and desist, sir. You're under arrest. Right. I need this this half sword. The thing about this half sword is it can't... It's non-lethal. Alright, anyway. So, that's the fighter for now. Nothing special about him. He is just your typical guy that runs at your face and starts punching you. Then we've got the Ranger. The Ranger's also going to be fairly simple. I keep forgetting that I need to keep one guy over here. Alright. So we've got this guy. He gets upgraded. You've leveled up, sir, to a Ranger. Look at that. Look at those goggles. So when I look at the Ranger here, I basically just go here, grab this, drag it in, give this guy a little wiggle, and we're totally keeping the, we're absolutely keeping those goggles on this guy. But we're also going to try and take the cape, because I really want that cape. Hair rigged. He's also got, like, another thing. Anyway. So interestingly, if I were to... I think I could just steal some information here. So if I were to open this class up... Oh god, okay, right, let's tab some stuff. If I was to open this up and just take a look at the viewport and say, what are you attached to? You're not attached to anything. You're not actually attached to this guy? Are you telling me that these guys have provided us with some sort of models that aren't even set up correct? Why would you make a character? Why would you deliver a character in an asset pack that it doesn't work? Get out of here. Get out of here, broken guy. We're just going to do this the manual way. We're going to take this and this. We're going to copy it and we're going to somehow paste it somewhere. Wait, is it? Okay, it might be the case actually that these are rigged and they would also need the animation. And in that case, that's like cool. It's cool. I get it. I was wrong. They've actually got these as rigged assets. Yeah, it would be just be too easy, wouldn't it? Oh, that's cool. I just get excited every time I see some of this stuff. That's cool. It's like the... Oh, that reminds me of the wolf cape from Valheim. Like when you go into the mountains and you can hunt for like the caves, and they're just deadly, and they've got the werewolves inside. I remember grinding for days while my wife was like building a house. I'm like in the caves in the mountains, just diving in, collecting werewolf fur, and like building the entire like dark werewolf set, which was super fun. Anyway, I need to play that game again. That was a good game. I'm struggling here to actually find the name of this asset. Right, cool, here it is. They don't have a static version of it, so I'm going to need to make a static version of it, which... Can I go to the modeling tool with this asset? I totally can, that's crazy. But the main thing is we need to make a static asset, so create... No, that's not how you do that. Maybe it's when you double click on it. Cool. Yeah, make a static mesh. Thank you. Guards, art, helmets. SM underscore green hood. Alright, now I've got a oh, it's already got goggles. Amazing. I don't even need to have goggles on that guy. Oh, no. Sorry, no. It doesn't already have goggles. This is a really dumb thing. When I was setting up the attachment for headsets, I used goggles as the first thing, so now it doesn't matter which like if I open this woman up, it doesn't matter which asset I open, everyone's got goggles now. Like, just everyone's wearing goggles. Not in the game, it's like a debug thing, but to help you visualize like where the attachment is, but like everyone has goggles. It's like, okay. Anyway, talking shit. Let's actually get stuff done. I want to know where this cape is. Let me find that cape. There is a cape, right? I'm not imagining it. Yeah, there is a cape. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of new capes. We've got a cape system in our game that is underutilized. Anyway, let's open this up. I'm not going to do the cape for now. I'm gonna do the cape properly with the cape tech, and I'm going to attach the cape to the guy. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the modeling tool. I'm going to go to my art folder where I duplicated and created a static mesh from the skeleton, because my system only supports static meshes. Cool. These like dread inspired helmets. I am the law. Anyway, so. Immediately that dread helmet just gives me an error. Alright, so then we go back to the modeling tool. We hit up the pivot. We just shove the pivot somewhere meaningful, like here. We find it in the content browser and we hit save. So that's cool. Actually, we then bring it over here to the skeleton. We sort of put it in the right place as usual. Just sort of line it up. Get rid of our utility widget, click on the dude, just attach to the head socket, we copy that, we go to the attachments data table, dt underscore attachments, whoops. dt attachments, we duplicate this and we go undead hood. It's the undead hood of this asset. It goes there. Oh, that was close. Paste that. In here, we basically just add another row because we want to keep the goggles. Obviously, we got to keep the goggles. He's an archer. He needs his goggles. So that's cool. Yeah. So that guy's there. He has a crossbow by default. So. Ow. 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 And then you can just pull the crossbows out of your own body, which is a thing. Alright, that's the archer done. For now, I think probably going to make an iteration to his weapon of some kind. Like, what would be a cooler... I mean, at minimum what we could do is we could just say, is there another type of crossbow in the game? I'll take another model. What's that model? That model's looking pretty cool. Yeah, that looks like an undead crossbow to me. Let's give this guy a new crossbow. I keep closing my my data table. Right, this one. Open it. Go down. Go to the ranger for the undead guy. Go to the crossbow. Open that up. Do I duplicate it? Does it have any code? It does have code. We do not duplicate it. We child from it. So it's crossbow underscore dark. It's the dark crossbow. come over here, go to the viewport, grab this crossbow, just basically drop it right in there. Whoa, it's bigger. It's much bigger. And you know what that means. It's bigger, and therefore it can hold more arrows. There's a function in here that's like get ammo meshes. Oh, it's just, yep, it's just gonna work. And then it's got the ammo, and we just say it has 5 and 5 and 5. That's cool. No, it'd be cool as well if it had like a slightly faster fire rate. Just slightly. It's just like better in all regards. Not even gonna think about it. What's the difference between the two crossbows? One's just objectively better. Crossbow dark. You've been upgraded. I mean, I think something went wrong. And this guy just absolutely murdered himself. Alright, cool. So I know what happened. I'm aware of the problem. The problem is it shot from the root, which was where the man was holding it, and this is kind of a dodgy system because I couldn't figure out how to do it properly. But anyway, you just have a muzzle at the front of the gun, which obviously still makes sense. And now this guy is going to shoot me with his objectively better crossbow. Not sure why he's moving between bullets, but maybe it's a collision property of these. No, they don't have collision. Maybe it's something to do with this item. It doesn't have visibility, so it's not like he's losing line of sight to me. I kind of want to play with his crossbow. Thank you, sir. God, that crossbow is like not cool. In regards to like seeing it, like it needs to be. Oh wow, that's pretty sick though. That's pretty sick. I don't know why items can't hit items anymore. Something I know. Actually, I can just walk through items now. That's even weirder. Or maybe there's something wrong with that. It's one thing I've been forgetting to do is double checking the collision on all the assets that I'm using, because they do need to be simple. And that's just less simple than it needs to be. But what about this one? What's your collision like? Oh my word. What's the collision on my other crossbow? SM crossbow. This crossbow, what's your collision? Yeah, I mean at this point it may as well be a cube. But like this is way too complex. We don't need to pay the money. We don't need to pay the performance money for that. We'll just go box. We'll just go box, and we'll just make that box just a little bit smaller. And I'm probably just going to do the same on this guy because we just don't need collision that's that complex, because all this thing does is bounce around for fun. So that's that. That's all that's set up. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to do is this crossbow does look like something from like, what would it be called in that fantasy? It's like Van Helsing. Looks like a Van Helsing crossbow. Give me the crossbow. Where's the crossbow? I just want the SM for the crossbow, please. This one. I'm gonna... Oh, I was about to make an executive decision and move that, but now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the equip transform because that's quicker and easier. Equip relative transform. We need to move it -y by like -15, and I'll kind of want to move it down by like... I mean, that's going to mess up the hand, so... Hello. Where did your crossbow go? There it is. Alright. What's going on with the... Right, I think I know what that is. We've got... There's a lag value in here somewhere. There, that. We want that to be 0, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Now it's just like a Doom gun. Doom. Okay. The fire rate still isn't as good as I wanted. Wanted it to be like bang, 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 bang. And in fact, just turn this guy into a minigunner. Yeah. Oh, did I change the... Am I doing the wrong thing here? Right, this one. Also, yeah, that -5 offset didn't really work. Although I could just... Could I? No. I was going to say, can I just like lean it down and then point it up again? But no, I'm just going to leave it how it is, and then left hand. Doesn't work. It's two-handed, so you can only hold this thing. I really need to make double-handed crossbows at some point. Anyway, so I want to change the fire rate quickly to like 0.5 because I think that would be quite fun. This guy's like a minigunner.
They're on to us.
God, it's gonna be brutal. My mate's gonna hate me. Alright, let's just put it back to where it was. Let's just leave it as a regular crossbow. Hello.
Here.
Now that crossbow is pretty dope. Alright, so that's the ranger. So we've only got a few more, and I've still got an hour. So I doubt I'm gonna make it, but so I like to say over here is what it is. Okay, so firstly, let's make this attachment. So, oh, you're not going to like that? Okay. Just move this over here. Attached to this guy, attached to... What's the nearest socket? The jaw. That's not good. Is there like spine _03? I don't actually know where spine 03 is, but we're just going to give it a go. Attachment. DT_attachments. Alright, here we go. We're on the home stretch, everyone. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. This _necro thing. I don't know. What even is it? I'm just going to call it under necromancy. No, this doesn't make sense. It's like a headdress. Undead headdress. Let's just call it that. Undead. It's not even a headdress. It's like something that goes on the back, but whatever. Oh, that didn't work. Paste. Spine _03. I want this mesh, please. That one. That goes in there. There. That gets saved. That gets closed. Go to the data table. Go to the necromancer. Scroll down. Oh, he's already got an attachment. What's he got? The shaman attachment. It does make sense, because if I now change this to under necromancer, you can see it's got this like funky ass helmet. Then we change it to this woman, and it's like this woman has a really cool mask. But then we just change this to undead headdress, and now we've got this. And now. This is the bit where we do some really rapid and hopefully it just works prototyping. So, firstly, who's the necromancer based on? Because I completely forgot. It's got the staff, which is based on the shaman. I'm going to take that staff. I'm going to duplicate that staff. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to create a child class. It's another type of staff. It's just the necromancer staff. So she's going to have a staff. It's not going to be pink, because pink is the magic colour for goblins. It's going to be green, because green is the magic colour for skeletons. We come down here, and we go, oh great, we don't... Why did I type banner? I want an undead staff, please. This is the worst way to look at assets, right? This one. And then I come up and go staff. Staff. How do you say staff? Staff? What pack are these from? These are the Sinti asset packs. And I own a lot of them. These are called Sinti, S-Y-N-T-Y. They are pretty goddamn good for rapid prototyping. And just generally consistent, which I think is the main thing. How do I pick a necromancer? Ooh, what's this one? Is that a necromancer? Does she look like she likes this one? Is this her? Oh, you know what? Gonna make my girlfriend happy. She's actually gonna have a... it's not gonna work. Sorry, babe. This is the skull staff that shoots skulls. Who knew? Is this the necromancer staff, everyone? Is this the right one? No, I know Sinti, but from which... Oh, right, sorry, yeah. It's Dark Fantasy. Yeah, sorry. Is that Leon Field? I don't know. Maybe. Is that a necromancer looking thing? To Google. Necromancer staff. Why does it say BG3? I don't care about BG3. Alright, they have skulls on them. Yeah. Right. Cool. I kind of already knew that. But I was kind of avoiding it because I made a staff, this one. Which, like, totally would have made more sense, and in fact this one probably makes more sense for this staff. Yeah, let's just swap them. We're swapping it. We're swapping the style, right? This one shoots homing rockets. Actually, no. This doesn't make sense. This thing shoots skulls out of it. The other one, the necromancer staff one I'm about to try and make, revives everyone. So maybe I could just make like a Scully thing. No, stop typing banner. It's staff. SM_. Yeah, man, the Dark Fantasy is like one of the more recent ones, and the level of quality in some of the scenes that they've set up, like the big ass cathedrals, just it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Kind of want to make it really like Warhammer. Like I really want to go. I want to go here. This is where I want to go. I want to go there. That's where I'm going. I'm going there. Right. Let's build you into a Warhammer 40k-ish kind of thing. You've got an attachment on you that I want. Dark Fantasy. What else we got? Wait, where is it gone? There it is. Attach. What sort of stuff have we got here? Oh, this one. This one's pretty cool. We'll take that. Wings? Wings are neck. There, this. I want both of these. Right. Bam. The Necromancer staff. Ship it. Ship it. Yep, there we go. I did it. I did it in about 5 seconds flat. We need a chain. It needs a chain. Is this a good chain? That's way too big. What about this one? I don't know, man. I don't know if this is working. Well, that's pretty cool though. I mean, if the chains aren't wobbling around, I kind of don't want them. Let's have another look at the reference images. Yeah, that one's got a chain, but not all of them have chains. A lot of them have rib cages. Let's grab a rib cage. Ow. Bones. This one. Holy cow. That's huge. I'm going to guess fairly expensive on the old polygon front. But that is completely fixable with the power of Unreal Engine. Because I basically just shrink it down, turn it, put it where I want it. I'm gonna like optimize the crap out of this thing. Oh dude, this looks like it's like a weird ass like worm thing. It's kind of cool. A worm with like a skull thing on it. I love the Synty stuff. Like it really pushes your ability to just quickly be creative and do stuff. Like my mate's doing levels, and I know when he gets into it, you just end up getting into a role. Right, so that's my stuff. That is like the most Warhammer shit I've made in Synty. Pretty cool. I am literally going to ship it in about a month. It comes out very soon. Tell your friends. Also, the demo's out, by the way. So Rusty and Leon, if you want to play, jump in our Discord. It's linked in the description. Come and play the game. So anyway, I promised I would optimize these. So the first thing we do is we go to Tools. I'm going to merge these two down first because I don't want to optimize the whole thing. I want to retain the appearance of these top pieces. I just want to optimize the skeleton. So I'm going to merge these down into a static mesh. Merge that. That goes into the art folder for random meshes, and it's just like sm_staff bones. So I can get rid of that, come in here, now we've got this new asset, and then we can optimize this. So we come in here, we go to modeling, we scroll down to like simplify, and so you can see now it just got like rid of our whole. See how this is like fairly, I say complex, it's not really complex. Target triangles, 1,500 please. Nice. What if I were to say 1,000? Is that actually working? What if I say 500? What if I say 10? Yeah, it's not working. I'm like, are you even working? It's like, no, it's not working. It's just target triangle count, so I don't know if it's even managed. Alright, except it's now a portion, at least, of the polygons it was, and I can find out how many. It was 5,500 before. Oh, is it still 5,500? It can't be. What if I just open this asset? Does it tell me? Top left. It's still 5,000. So that didn't even work. Okay, so maybe I do need to press simplify. And it's like, okay, what type of simplification method would you like to use? And if I use the wrong one, you can see here how it's just like losing a bunch of polygons. So normal aware, no. UE standard, oh no. Existing positions, well that looks pretty good. What if I say I want it at 10%? Minimal shape preserving. Are you doing anything? Is that done anything? Doesn't look like it's done anything. Enable polygroup. Oh gosh. That one optimized out some polygons. That one really did. You know what, that's not bad. That's not bad, but we'll just go like 75. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Cool. So that's cool. Go here, save this. Then what we do is we put it with our cool staff. And we merge this whole thing down into its own mesh. Tools, merge, yep, guards, art, meshes, sm underscore staff underscore necromancer. So now we have an entire new asset. Bam, 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 bam. Exactly what Cinti was made for. Just going to look at the pivot of my other stuff because that one was working out pretty well, and I've already got some animations for it from the other guy. Okay, so pivot point of this one is around here. So I go to the modeling tool, go to pivot, I just move it to kind of the area that I want, somewhere around here. Just double check, yeah, that's not in the right place. So pivot, just move it back a bit. Cool. Alright, where are we? Got half an hour to finish the Brute and the Skeleton Knight, who I don't even know who he is and what he does. So suggestions welcome for what this guy is and what he does. He's obviously and quite clearly the most badass of all of them. He just looks sick as hell. So I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. Anyway, so this lady, she has a nice staff that looks almost identical to her headdress, which I guess makes sense. It's all part of the same magic, you know. So we go here, we go to the Necromancer, we give her the Necromancer staff. Bam. We go and take a look at that stuff, because I'm pretty sure it's wrong. We open it up, we go here, we change this to the Necromancer staff. Boom. Compile. I need to change the flames. Point light needs to be green. Let's move forward a little bit. Flames need to be green. Yeah. Scaled. Scaled? Does scaling work? Scaling does work. We'll go 2. Pretty cool. One thing you can tell from the box on here is that something's up with my collision. Oh, nothing's up with my collision. Fair enough. Tell you what though, I'll just remove it. I'm actually going to apply a convex on this one. Yeah, that'll do. I think that this has a scale on the interact bounds, yeah. Cool. So yeah, this box automatically just like wraps the asset, and it creates the boundaries for the interaction. And you can change it, so you can be like, oh, actually it's like really wide, and also it's like 50 units to the side if you want to change it. All right, where are we? Got 4 people in chat. Alright, viewing. Let's get this weapon doing something. So this weapon used to do something. The original class that this is based on, the staff. It's got all this code here that does something. What does it do? It sets buffing to true. It does that. It sets buffing to false when it gets unequipped, and it unbinds some events. When it gets equipped, it gets the team component. It sets buffing to true. What does that do? When buffing is true, we stop ourselves from being able to move. So the Necromancer can't move. I don't like that. You know what I'm going to do? I should have duplicated it. I should have duplicated it and changed the code. Let's do that instead. Let's do that instead. Let's just be cheeky. Staff_necro. This is like asset actions. Asset actions. Replace references with the necro staff. Bam. This is where my editor crashes. Oh, it didn't like that. Oh, it really didn't like that. Oh, it didn't like that. Yeah, you can tell when it doesn't like doing something. That gives you a bunch of really nasty errors. I'm just going to save this like this. Just going to do those changes that I did a second ago again, because I do want to do this in a different way. So the idea behind this asset is that it's just going to revive every dead character in that area, obviously, because it's a necromancer stuff. Yeah, it was in the name. The interact bounds is off. It's too big. There we go. Alright, save that. Close that. Save everything. Don't want to save this untitled level. Close. Yeah, I want to save everything except for all these auto back. I don't know why it does that. BP character? Core polygon. No, I don't want to. Wait, have I hit 4 hours? No, I haven't. I'm way off. Cool. Melee stuff, necromancer. Yeah, we'll save that. Do we want to save the behavior tree changes? No. Do we want to save this open mouth skull large? Sure. I need to get rid of it. Okay. Just relaunching the editor here. Looking at the announcements. Weapon ideas, welcome. Pottery. Oh, I thought that would be really fun. You could just pick up random pots. Alright, hey everyone. For anyone watching, I'm working on a video game that comes out in about a month. At least on Nextfest. Then it comes out about a month after that. March. It's a game where you play as guards. You're narco cops, basically, who go around basically debunking, well, not debunking, but like figuring out who's behind all these drugs that are on the streets. And it's kind of mega city slums, I like to call it. I like to be inspired by Dread. I think it's pretty cool. Unique idea. That has lots of potential for storytelling. It's like every single campaign I play in D&D, or like I play Baldur's Gate, or I play this, or I play that, you're always playing these heroes. It's like, yeah, cool, but what if you're like the anti-hero? Obviously that's just been done before, but now we're doing it with graphic, intense violence. Tell you, man, there's going to be a guards too. I'm feeling like there'll be a guards too. All right, so maybe not though. Maybe it'll just be a one and done. All right, so now that I've got a copy of this, I can go through and just say, well, I don't like that, and I don't like that, and I don't like that. So first off, this weapon has an effective range of 2.5, 25 meters. It's also called necromancer stuff. Secondly, when we are here, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do any authority set moves. Yeah, cool. Oh, I completely wrote that wrong. Auth move. There we go. Authority set can move.
We don't want to deny that. We want to let you move. Okay, so when you're buffing, we start an apply buff at the buff frequency, which is like sure. Buff frequency is 4 seconds. You can revive people every 4 seconds. Yeah, I mean, she's annoying. It becomes enabled, which turns on all of the effects. Applies the buff, which reset once pop. Sure, okay, so it does this. Its sphere overlaps all the character templates of the type pawn. Hang on. Not sure why this wasn't set to polygon AI so that it never captures players and then checks the team. But this is pretty cool. This just checks the team and makes sure that, like, if you're an undead skeleton, you don't revive a goblin, and the player, you don't revive the player. And this gives a gameplay effect called invulnerable. But what we want to do is we just want to revive them. Get ability system component. No. Can I just call revive? I can totally just call revive. Awesome. Let's just give it a go. So we just revive them. And we do a multicast that does a big purple visual effect, I guess, which we're going to change. Let's just put this in the scene. Oh, it's like a... Do I have a cooler visual effect for that? Particles. Emitters? No. Hits and explosions. It's just a poison hit. Yeah, I feel like these are all actually explosions. What could happen is that this appears on every single character around the area, and maybe it also happens on here, so that you sort of, it goes, and then every single dude also gets a, so that would be cool. So let's give this mesh a socket, where that can come from, basically. Socket manager effect, just comes from up here somewhere. Save that. So then we get this, and we go get socket location for the socket called effect, and we're going to play that cool green explosion. What was is now gone again every single time. It's an explosion. It's this one. Is that not an emitter? Okay. Spawn system. Allocation. I've just realised as well, oh god, I don't know. Let's not do this though. Let's do... Let's do this like this. So there's one effect directly at the location, and then for every character that we find, that we revive, we also play this effect at their location. Which does this, and also plays sound at the location. That for now will be the poison. I can't spell poison. Poison. That one. And then I just need to be able to like knock some people out. So we'll just take one little dude. She got the wrong stuff? Have I done something incredibly incorrect here? Have I, like, basically edited the wrong class again, like I do every other time? Staff Necro. There's the Necro staff. Why didn't poison work again? So I'm rushing real fast right now because it's getting closer and closer to 10 PM my time. Bam. I want the poison explosion, thank you. Network smoke effects, sure. The fact that it's... I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's something else. Maybe... Is there like an equipped ability or something? Equip. Granted abilities. Melee, basically. So why is it like the wrong effect? And why is it applying... It's applying like gameplay effects. Effect. Gameplay. Staff Necromancer has a Necro Staff. Good. Good. Correct. Who are you? You are the Necromancer. Okay. Play. But now you can see that this guy is basically invulnerable, which is the effect of... the other thing. Okay, so set buffing to true, apply buff, does a multicast buff, it does this, it goes in, it says are you dead, and then it just revives them, and then it multicasts a buff, which is supposed to be a poison explosion, which it doesn't do. So now I'm really confused. What is going on? I will not drop my weapons or surrender. I will get really annoyed that this isn't. This is doing some kind of weird, crazy stuff. I guess the simplest thing to do right now is just get rid of that, save it, hit play, and see what happens. Well, she did go a bit crazy, but it's. Why is he moving like all the way across the world, I wonder? That thing has collision on it and it absolutely shouldn't. DP attachment character. How does this thing even know what mesh to be? I don't understand. Oh yeah, I remember now. I didn't end up using that thing. I ended up doing it this way. Alright, set attachments, comes in, adds a static mesh. It's a static mesh component. It attempts to set the collision to no collision, but I guess we need to do it this way around. Find references. No. Oh. This. Rapid game dev. Doesn't always work.
So that's how it is.
Alright, well, something really dodgy is going on with this guy. I'm gonna get this skeletal mesh and remove this guy for a second.
Drop your weapons and darkness take you. Hey!
I realise what's going on. Okay. There was a random thing attached to it in the scene that wasn't meant to be there. Right. Okay. Necromancer, thank you. Right. You're gonna be completely fine. Because you don't have a... Yeah, she wants to fight me, obviously, which is pretty funny, and she has the health of a shaman. Alright, but she doesn't have the shaman stick, so let's give her the shaman stick, or the necromancer stick. You... Ah, I see what was going on. I got confused. I got confused with an asset that I previously was attempting to delete, which is this asset here. Right, so I need to kill that guy. Don't know why she's just randomly attacking all the time. Did you not find this dead skelly guy? She did find the random dead skelly guy, but apparently he doesn't... The code that I thought would work doesn't work, so let's just find it revive. Okay. Oh, I remember. I literally just read this code. I read this code out loud. If this guy is dead or KO. Sorry, if this guy is dead or KO and the same team. I need a recover function because I want him to do either. Character template. Event recover. Which would be the thing that happens. I mean, it does say remove the KO effect, so I don't know why that didn't work. In fact, it just didn't work. He's definitely KO. She's randomly just swinging forever, which I'm not too sure about why. Here we're getting to the point where I've produced like a runner, an exploder, a thrower, a fighter, a ranger, and I've already got a mage from this morning, and now I'm on to like the necromancer, who's like largely one of the difficult ones, and the brute's kind of good, and then skeleton knight, no one really told me what they should do, so I guess he doesn't exist yet. And then so we've got the necromancer. And all it says is if he's dead or KO and the same team, then we can revive them. But also, why are you swinging repeatedly every single second? I guess we'll find out more about that another time. Oh, I see what's going on. I gave her a really big range so that she could run at me. What I didn't do... Yeah, and it's got this slight sword attack, right? So basically she doesn't need that. Buff him. Buff him, I believe in you.
Here.
Oh, I see what's going on. It's not going to be able to find them because when they're ragdolled, they are not pawns, they are physics bodies. You could also look for characters if you wanted. Oh, there's an issue. Stop stars? Stop Niagara stars. Is this client side? Event graph. Scroll up here. Effect removed. On revived. On recovered. On revived. Stop Niagara stars. On recovered. Stop Niagara stars. Let's try that one more time. Hey, mate. So what we need to do is actually take the... So this is working, by the way. That's good stuff. That was good. Let's cast this to a character. Down this end. Get socket location of the pelvis. And that is where the poofy location will be. Also, I guess I kind of need to... I need to do something like, I don't know. She needs to do something. Like, she needs to swing her weapon when that happens, right? Sure. Get owner. Cast character. Montage. And it's just like attack. Can I just do a spin? See how that looks. Does she look like a silly bugger when she does it? Probably. Oh.
Dig your grave now and save me the trouble.
Oh. Money. Pretty cool. What? He can throw like a pro. So the Necromancer is cool. If I turn that Necromancer at me and have a small army of these guys that I will then stand over here and use knives to kill.
Here, got lucky with your weapons.
So she's supposed to walk towards me. What's your effective range here? It's like 500. I messed up.
Surrender or die.
What's her problem? Why can't she walk? Walk at me, bro.
Phase.
There we go, now she's walking. Oh, Jesus. Can I kill this small skeleton army? There's a guy with like exploding. Oh, Jesus. Give me that bow. Give me that goddamn bow. Just. Oh god, I need more weapon. Give me that one. You can tell I played this game for a while when I'm able to, on 4 health, deal with... Yeah, I mean, or it means the game's crap, but I like to think I'm just good at the game. And this poor guy who can't move, he's just still stood at the back because, well, he just can't move. And this guy lost his... Ow. Maybe that was how. Screw you, mate. Alright. And then there's this guy who has, like, the flaming... Anyway. So that Necromancer woman, she died too fast? She needs more health. And also her buff rate needs to be much higher, I reckon. Every second. And also the spin was a stupid idea. Let's do halberd one. Maybe 1 second is too frequent. Maybe 3 seconds was the right frequency. Kill these guys. Oh shit. I got outplayed. Oh! God, she's picking them all up. It's working exactly as intended. Maybe she should... Can I... Wait. So, it was called Wavy Arms. I made this, like, towards the beginning of this stream. Oh! No, I'm not going to make her do that. That's what's going to make her go, oh no. That would have been cool. Let's try Halberd too. Just gotta disable this woman. Just gotta disable her. Just gotta disable this woman. Stop it. You can't. You don't drop. Do you not drop that? Oh god, I gotta beat her. And she doesn't drop it when she gets stunned. Just give me that. Right, okay, now you're all under arrest. Especially you. You're definitely under arrest. Also, the fact that these guys are bleeding is incorrect. But I'll, Oh, he got back up. No, sir. You're under arrest. This thing can go die. This is all my money now. This is all my money. You can all follow me. That's a problem. Yeah, pretty cool. So there's one more enemy that, so this guy is just like a big old question mark. That's what he is. Skeleton Knight. Don't know what he does, but in the next 12 minutes at least, I'm going to set up this brute. So I come in, grab the brute, go like this. I pull this character over, go like that. Okay, you are now the brute. He's the brute of a previous faction, so we want to change that mesh to skeleton. I could jump the gun a little bit here. I did jump the gun. I need that mesh. Thank you. And then he needs a helmet. Oops. Don't want to delete the floor. What would be super cool is if I could just give him like an actual guard helmet. That'd be so cool. Anyway, it's this helmet. I made an editor utility widget that will help me basically just set these things up really quickly. So I just do that, and then I go to attachment data table. Just create a new one called, I guess, helmet 2. I'll just call it helmet 2. It goes in there. This is head socket, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, and then in the data table for the brute, you need to tell him what kind of attachments he has, because you can just give them as many as you want. If you want to decorate them. Helmet 2. Cool. So that's the brute, and then he should have this like crazy weapon. Yeah, the blade mace. So. Yeah, there's the guy. He is a brute, and he's bruting. The cool thing is now, if I run away and he kills all these guys, she just picks them back up. So the first time you encounter this character, this brute is in the goblin camp, and he basically just, if you Beyblade him into all the goblins, he kills them, and it's like, ha ha ha, I'm a winner, I'm so smart. But then in the last section, he's always going to be paired with like her, which makes, oh shit. Anyway, so you can disable this guy. You just have to get something like this and throw it at him. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh, he killed her. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Oh, come on. Right, give me... Yeah. Now I've got this weapon. And I'm gonna murder all of these guys. Come at me, bros. Except that guy over there. I got them all except that one guy. But now that I've played a little bit, I know to bring that guy directly towards the necromancer. And then that deals with that problem. And then I run around. Oh! Get him! Save his weapon. Deal with this guy. Oh god, yeah. Alright, well, I've still got to change the voice table, but I'll do that another day. That was a pretty mad push to get a whole faction done in an evening, including additional weapons, new graphics, new animations, new attachments, like brand new mechanics, right? Like an actual necromancer, that sort of stuff. So, people say Unreal Engine isn't as, once you know, yeah, isn't as easy to use as, you know, Uni or whatever. But like, the fact of the matter is, it's just got a bunch of tools that need to be learned, and once you've learned them, you can literally do whatever you imagine, which is awesome. So I love Unreal. Unreal's great. Look, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Oh, except for the skeleton knight, I guess. I guess except for this guy. This guy can be upside down because he didn't get done. Yeah. Very cool. This exploder guy is hilarious. If you haven't been around to see him, he basically swings his ah! I love it. I love it so much. And then, you know, you're walking around a graveyard, right? So there's all these props and stuff around, so you're just like, oh no, an exploder. And then if you use it on him, you explode as well, which is probably not great. It's like, don't use this weapon. Oh, I tell you what would be awesome. Right, that thrown weapon, I need to change it. Throw exploder. Exploder torch. BP map, yep, this one. Yeah, event. Throw hit. Event execute gameplay thrown hit Q. Actually, the thrown hit Q needs to change as well. So the thrown hit Q. I'm basically just going to make this thing explode when it hits the floor. So it does that. Then event thrown hit, I guess? No? BP underscore IM. Apply thrown damage, this one. So that should be server only. Yeah, authority does the applying thrown damage, which does all this stuff. Does all these cool things, but I'm going to completely ignore all of that, and I'm just going to take the last hit location, and I'm going to open up GA melee explode. And I'm going to do exactly what this is, but here. This location. I'm just going to override the original so we don't do it. And it's just like, we don't have an LOTR, so we don't need to worry about any of those ignored actors. It's just like, yeah, if you throw this, it's going to explode. Because it's the crazy explodey torch from Lord of the Rings. But different. Legally distinct. It does 50 damage in a radius of the type lethal insta-kill. It does this. It does... Yeah, sure. Alright, so that should be it. Oh, damage causer? I've forgotten what this is. So let's go to BP item. Who's the damage causer? Damage causer is... Oops. I want to break that. Damage causer is that. It's the last owner controller. And that's the hit info, but we don't care about hit info in this case. Just come in here. It's... I'm in the wrong class. Let's get rid of that. Goes here. Oh, come on. Self. Instigated by... Yeah, it took years to learn this system, by the way. Like this the entirety of Unreal. It took me about 10 years. Because I was doing a bunch of silly game jams. But the game jams helped. What happens if you throw it? Oh, I didn't even notice that you wrote that. I literally came across the same thought when I did this and threw it at him and thought, what if I were to just say, die? This guy's just going for it. Oh, that didn't kill him. Ah! Excuse me, sir. I need your weapon. Oh, I need to repossess your weapon, sir. So yeah, don't punch anyone with this because it will kill you. Also, don't throw it at point blank range. It is a deadly weapon. Bam. Oh, damn it. Ah! Ah! I need a weapon. Oh, here's one. Look at that. Oh, it didn't work that time. That's weird. Just like, leave me alone. Oh, I threw it behind him. I did that on purpose. Alright, you're going down. Excuse me? Excuse me? Let's try and reproduce that. That's miles away from me. Okay, that's cool. Yoink! Oh, please don't track me. I don't want you to track me. Oh, maybe I can get these things to kill this guy for me. Ow. Cool. Alright, yeah, it seems like I got killed by my own torch, but that's probably because it's doing like really large explosion. It probably just needs to do a little bit smaller. Also, I could probably, at least for now, debug sphere. Let's just have a look where this actually is coming from. Location of this last hit. This might explain why sometimes you just randomly take a hit in the face. Like sometimes the last hit just never happened correctly. Because sometimes in the game, you take a hit to the... I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Sometimes you just take a hit. You just... And I've always just ignored it because I'm like, you know what? I don't know where it's coming from. But yeah, let's debug this. Let's go. Ha! Give me that. Give me. Ow. Oh god, the Hellfire Necromancer is very Hellfire. Probably need to actually do the thing where I turn in... God, I can't pick things up to save my life. To literally save my... Oh, it's over here, thank god. Oh, I missed. Ran straight headfirst directly into a laughing skull. Right. Okay, so it worked that time. No! No! Oh, that was close. There! How did I... Oh no, wait. Yeah. I mean, I'm drawing the circle really small. I should probably draw the circle at the right size.
See if you can dodge this.
Ooh, that nearly got me. Yeah, I guess that sphere is enormous in comparison to the actual explosion that it causes. And all that means for anyone watching is that the gameplay queue for the poison is obviously too small. So we go bigger.
That's how it is. Here.
That's more like it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll allow it. Alright, that's me for today. Faction. Trying to take a screenshot basically because I want to use it for the video. So I guess bear with me while I take a screenshot. Oh, have I just crashed the engine? I just tried to use the console. That's all I wanted to do. God damn it. That'll do. Right. Okay, cool. Save, close. Save that. The entire skeleton faction minus a boss. Because we need a boss. And it needs to be that skeleton knight, and he needs to be awesome. I wonder if he could, like, blink around, like... He sort of disappears into shadow. Like you go to throw something at him, and he knows that you're throwing, so he like dodges into like a mist, and then just appears behind you and smacks you in the back of the head. All right, cool. Anyway,